Bringing you the latest news from Bucks County, this is the Courier Times Update with Rachel Cannelli.
This Courier Times Update is brought to you by St. Mary Medical Center in Langhorne, PA. It's your health, expect more. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rachel Cannelli reporting from the Courier Times newsroom with what you need to know about what's going on in our community for Thursday, August 1st. In neighboring Montgomery County, a camp director faces charges that he failed to report an alleged sexual assault. Ryan Wexelblatt of Narberth is charged with failing to report suspected child abuse, lying to authorities, and obstructing justice. He was the director of Camp Sequoia, a summer camp for boys with attention deficit hyperactivity disorders. Wexelblatt allegedly had counselors put 2 juveniles who assaulted another camper on planes to send them back home to their states, but then never contacted authorities.
I don't think there's really any chance in this day and age that someone running a camp facility can say that they did not know of their legal obligation to report child abuse. With all of the publicity surrounding the Sandusky case and other situations, people know that that's an obligation. And from what we learned in this investigation, this individual knew that he had an obligation and was deliberately trying to avoid reporting to law enforcement.
A preliminary hearing will be held on those charges September 12th. Reporter Margaret Gibbons has more details on this story at buckscountycouriertimes.com. Bristol police need your help in identifying a man who robbed a Sunoco gas station at gunpoint this week. The gunman allegedly told employees at the station on Durham Road to open the cash drawer, and then he took an undisclosed amount of money. The suspect is described as a white male, 5'9" and about 130 pounds. He was wearing a blue windbreaker, blue jeans, and a hat. Police are reviewing surveillance video taken in the area during the time of the robbery. If you have information, call the Bristol Township Police Department's anonymous tip line at 215-788-8289. We'll have the latest from this story as it progresses on our website. Pennsbury School Board member Simon Campbell is asking the state to overturn a bill he received from the Bucks County Office of Open Records for more than $1,000. The charge is for an Excel spreadsheet that Campbell requested, listing the assessment records of the nearly 12,000 residential properties in Tullytown and Falls. Campbell was billed 9 cents for each property listed in the file, but he says no one told him of the charges until after they were done with the work.
I'm appealing the Bucks County's decision to charge me over $1,000, not on the basis of the amount, but because they never advertised it to me ahead of time. They never said, Mr. Campbell, you know, if you want these records, it'll cost you $1,000. And the law states that the agency can, and should do that. They never did. They basically said, here's the records, and by the way, you owe us $1,000.
County officials declined comment on Campbell's appeal until the state's Open Records Office weighs in. Reporter Joan Hellier has the full story online. When we return, we'll hear more about the fallout from an Eagles player's racially charged comment. Teammates are reacting in the wake of Eagles wide receiver Riley Cooper's racial slur, which was said following an altercation with an African-American security guard at a Kenny Chesney concert. Cooper has apologized to the fans and his fellow teammates following the incident, and the Eagles have fined him an undisclosed amount of money. Many of Cooper's teammates are saying they forgive the fourth-year wideout from the University of Florida and that they know what kind of person he really is.
I want to first start off by saying that I'm extremely embarrassed, extremely hurt, extremely sorry for my actions. There was a confrontation and I just came to it extremely. I shouldn't have. I'm disgusted and I'm sorry. That's not the type of person I am.
Cooper said he is unsure if the NFL will also fine him for using the slur, but he said he's willing to accept any consequences. Reporter Ed Kratz has more on this story at buckscountycouriertimes.com. The 10 to 11-year-old Morrisville Little League baseball team is set to play for the Pennsylvania Championship later today at Mansfield University. Morrisville advanced to the championship game with a 20-2 win over West Point on Wednesday, improving their overall tournament record to 3-1. Today's championship game begins at 5 p.m. Be sure to check back to our website for the latest. The young and humble hero who alerted Racket Club apartment residents to a fire last week got a special surprise last night. 12-year-old Elijah Rodriguez and several of his friends were honored for their bravery with certificates, t-shirts, and gift cards. But Elijah also received a special award. He was made an honorary member of an elite group.
We're making you an honorary member of all three of the firefighter motorcycle clubs here in Bucks County.
You could see the fire, so the fire was very intense. And these boys ran around and did what they were supposed to do, and it's really impressive that they did that.
Each boy was also awarded a certificate of heroism, t-shirts, GameStop gift cards, and they each got to take a ride in the fire trucks. Rodriguez, who was the main focus Wednesday night, was very humble and reminded the crowd that it was a group effort.
The only people you see running in most of the time are firemen. And for those boys to run in there like that when that building was on fire, that's amazing.
We've been following this story for you all week, from the community's generosity to this latest heartwarming development, and you can see Alex Finney's full video online. And of course, you can also find updates for all of these stories at buckscountycouriertimes.com, or follow me on Twitter for your latest local news. I'm Rachel Kennelly. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.